Let's talk opacity masks. So you've got an opacity mask and you've got a clipping mask, and like, okay, there's got to be a difference, obviously, and there's a big difference. In some ways, they are similar. They will allow me to contain something within a shape or a form, make a mask. But clipping masks are very cut and dry and hard-edged, where opacity masks, if you know what they do, can actually give you some really cool results. Let's do this. I've got a rectangle model. I want her in an oval. I want a soft vignette. So let's pick up our ellipse tool right here. We're going to draw our oval of choice, whatever you want to do. Let's go ahead and move that, say, to about there. We like that. Let's go up to the word effect and go down to the word blur and give it a blur. Now let's try the old one again just to refresh. Object, clipping mask. Notice it doesn't work. Now the reason it doesn't work is a clipping mask works with the edge of a vector object. It ignores transparency. It ignores blurring. So it's not going to work. So let's undo that. Same thing, but there's one other difference. Opacity masks work with black, white, and shades of gray, and it does make a difference what its color is. Now, right now the color is white. White means visible, so we're fine. I'll give you another example in a second. So we select it all. You say, okay, but where is opacity masks? They're in the transparency panel. If you've got the painting workspace open, which I hope you do, you click this button right there, and you get into transparency. You've got blending modes, opacity. Don't need those. Click this button right here, which is options, and you will see an option called Make Opacity Mask. Watch what happens when I click it. It works. I get a soft edge. Now I'm getting the soft edge because opacity mask will work with things like shades of gray, transparency, black, white, so the color is very important. Now let me illustrate that in a better way. Let me open up another image in another layer. This one is our old friendly sky. I want you to pick up your rectangle tool, and I want you to draw a rectangle that fits that shape. Drag here and make a rectangle that fits that shape. Not too hard, just use your eyes. If it's not exact, that's all right. So we've got white. White, in terms of an opacity mask, means visible. Black means invisible. Shades of gray, depending on the shade of gray, determines the opacity of the image that's underneath. So watch this. I want you to select our box. Make sure you have the fill color selected over here, and I've got a gradient. If you're using this particular test file, opacity mask 1, you have a gradient right here. Select it. So we're changing the opacity of the mask by using shades of gray. Now select both objects. All you got to do is grab like that, and you'll get them both. Do an opacity mask and watch what happens. That's not going white. That's going transparent. So if I bring this up here, you can indeed see as I move it over this way, it becomes less visible, the girl. If I move it this way, she becomes more visible because the sky is becoming more transparent based on, if you can see it right here, the shade of gray. Now another thing you can do is work the mask as you have it applied. This button right here, I want you to click that. When you click it, it reactivates and gives you access to the mask. If I then go into my gradient controls, let's pull those out. I've got the mask selected. If I move this position right here, I'm changing where white, gray, and black occur, and I'm literally changing what I see of that image. Opacity masks, in my opinion, are awesome. They give you soft vignettes. They give you the ability to fade one image into another, but the key is understanding it's using a shade of gray and black and white to make that happen. So gradients are a really big deal when you're working with opacity masks.